Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Instant grades of Lakers signing Alex Len. Los Angeles plugs hole at center after sacrificing Anthony Davis to secure the heist of the century in Luka Doncic and having the Mark Williams trade rescinded due to the Charlotte Hornets failing to meet a condition of the deal. The Los Angeles Lakers were left pretty thin at the center position. Their latest move attempts to address that need. After some speculation about the two sides coming together on a deal, ESPN insider Shams Charania confirmed that Alex Len will indeed be signing with the Lakers. To Charania's point in the tweet above, when Williams was no longer bound for Los Angeles, a gaping vacancy was created. After being waived by the Washington Wizards, Len's original plan was to join the Indiana Pacers. However, with less bodies to compete with on the depth chart, Los Angeles provided an opportunity for the Ukrainian big man to see rotational minutes. Charania later confirmed that the Lakers will be waiving off an injured Christian Wood to make space for Len on the roster. Grading the newest addition to the purple and gold. The Lakers' need was obvious here. Jackson Hayes was the only reliable source of true center minutes on the roster. Len certainly is no world-beater. The 12-year veteran spent most of the 2024-25 NBA season playing occasional minutes for the Sacramento Kings, where he averaged 1.4 points, 1.8 rebounds, and 0.5 blocks per game in 7.2 minutes a night. The optimist will look at the per 36 minutes and say that equates to 7.3 points, 8.9 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks when adjusted. His brief minutes of playing time did equate to a positive box plus-minus of plus 0.2, shining on the defensive end in particular with plus 2.4 defensive box plus-minus. However, as far as impactful signings go, this just is not one of them. Len can be turned to in situational matchups to throw a bigger body at an imposing interior threat. That is probably the extent of the time on the court he will see, in the long term. The Lakers are better off leaning into the small ball formula that worked extremely well against the Utah Jazz in Doncic's debut on Monday. Some will question how that formula holds up against large front lines, but that point omits the imposing size they faced against Walker Kessler, Lauri Markkanen, and John Collins. Len will be a nice option to have, if needed. However, it is unlikely to really go much further than that. The NBA veteran certainly called his shot here, though. Lakers linked to former number 5 pick after Pacers deal didn't push through. The Los Angeles Lakers might get a center after all. Alex Len, the 7-foot, 250-pound center who was the number 5 pick in 2013, is no longer signing with the Indiana Pacers as he initially planned, Dustin Dopirak of the Indianapolis Star reported on Monday, February 10. Dopirak speculated that it might have to do with the Lakers becoming a more attractive option after the Knicks' Mark Williams trade. There has been movement at the center position in the league since then, however, which could have changed the dynamics of his decision. For instance, the Lakers rescinded their trade with the Hornets that would have brought them center Mark Williams for guard Dalton Knecht and forward Cam Reddish among other assets and found themselves in the market for a center again, Dopirak wrote. Len was waived by the Washington Wizards after he was acquired from the Sacramento Kings in a 3-team trade with the Memphis Grizzlies headlined by former Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart. The 31-year-old Len averaged 1.4 points and 1.8 rebounds per game with the Kings this season. A 12-year veteran, Len enjoyed his best year in the NBA with the Atlanta Hawks in the 2018-19 season when he averaged 11.1 points and 5.5 rebounds. His production had fallen off the cliff drastically in a game now dominated by modern-day big men who can shoot the ball from the perimeter. Still, Len could add size to the Lakers' thin frontcourt. The Lakers have to waive a player on their roster if they intend to pursue Len's best option headed to EuroLeague. Len has emerged as the Lakers' top option as former Boston Celtics big man Daniel Tice is finalizing a deal with AS Monaco in the EuroLeague, Basket News reported on Tuesday, February 11. Theis would have been the Lakers' best option, according to The Athletic's Jovan Buha. Looking at the center free agent and buyout market, I think Daniel Theis is the best option, Buha said on his podcast, Buha's Block on February 8. He's fine as an option. He could be a bit of a lob threat. I think Luka can have some fun. Luka just likes lob threat, big men, so in that sense, I think he could be fine. He is a bit of a mobile big, like he's got some defensive versatility. I've always liked Theis' game. I just think 28-year-old Theis was a significant, noticeably better player than 32-year-old Daniel Theis. There's a reason he's kind of like a fringe NBA player, right now. Jericho Sims considered before Mark Williams trade. According to ESPN's Dave McMenamin, the Lakers considered former New York Knicks reserve center Jericho Sims before the Hornets presented the opportunity to trade for Williams. The Lakers considered adding bruising 6'10" center Jericho Sims, sources said, before he was moved from New York to Milwaukee on Wednesday for DeLon Wright as an addition to the Kyle Kuzma for Chris Middleton deal. Sims would have fit the stuff around the margins category that Pelinka vowed the team would explore during Doncic's introductory news conference Tuesday because, the GM said, the market for bigs right now is very dry. There's just not a lot available, McMenamin wrote. Sim, who registered a 44.5-inch vertical jump at the 2021 NBA Draft Combine, is an athletic lob threat. However, he isn't as skilled as Williams, who is in the midst of a career season before the Knicks trade with the Lakers. Williams is averaging 15.6 points, 9.8 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 1.2 blocks, while shooting an efficient 59.7% from the field. On the other hand, Sims has only averaged 13.4 minutes per game, producing 2.4 points and 3.9 rebounds in his career as a fringe center for the Knicks before he was traded to the Bucks. Stephen A. Smith gets roasted for suggesting Lakers sign former legend. Who could the Los Angeles Lakers secure as a free agent? Stephen A. Smith feels that the Lakers should sign Dwight Howard. The former center was a pivotal part of the 2020 NBA Finals. For example, Howard limited Nikola Jokic mightily in the playoff series. Even after his Lakers stint, he proved to be a beneficial center. His rim protection, rebounding, and veteran presence are essential for any team. Smith took to First Take to rationalize why the Lakers should sign the veteran big. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, I don't know how he's looking, Smith said. That all you need is somebody to defend and rebound. Why not look at Dwight Howard? Why not look at somebody off the scrap heap? He's always in shape, he never looks out of shape at all. Don't get me wrong, I understand we haven't seen him in a while, but Shannon brought up names like JaVale McGee. Who is available? Stephen A. Smith wants the Lakers to sign Dwight Howard. Considering that Jackson Hayes is only averaging 1 block per game at 24 years old, the Lakers need another big. Insert Howard. Before the conversations about him arose, the Lakers had acquired Mark Williams in a trade before it was rescinded. As a result, Los Angeles still needs a big man to operate in the paint. After Anthony Davis was traded as a part of the Luka Doncic deal, they lost their only big. With Hayes and Christian Koloko as two of their main bigs, it's a cause of concern. Koloko is a two-way player, so he can only play a certain number of games in the NBA. However, Smith believes that the Lakers would need Howard for a simplistic reason. I'm being serious only from this standpoint, you don't need anything from him. You just need a big body that can rebound and kind of do something to play defense. I'm not telling you that the man is going to be what he once was, I mean, damn, look around the league, what is there? At the end of the day, Howard could make a possible return to the NBA, even though it's been a while. He's made his case to be on a championship team. Plus, he already has the chemistry with LeBron James, so bringing in Doncic will also help his game. The end goal is a title for the Lakers, through whatever means necessary. Hayden Silly joined Clutch Points in August 2024 as a Phoenix Suns and Mercury reporter, as well as an associate editor. Hayden graduated from Arizona State University and recently covered the Mercury for the Next Hoops and PHNX Sports. And are you a fan? What do you think of the Dwight Howard situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.